Weight loss.
Weight loss. Weight loss.
Diet.
Are you one of those people who has followed literally every diet trend out there, only to be left confused and frustrated by stubborn weight gain? Well, today I'm going to shatter 9 nutrition and weight loss myths that are not only misleading, but maybe sabotaging your very progress, even if you're doing everything right. I'm Matthew, I'm a qualified biochemist, and on this channel I've interviewed hundreds of the world's leading scientists and nutritionists. These are the most respected people in the business. And I'm here to bring you evidence-based insights that cut through all of that hype. Every day, countless people fall prey to diet fads and misleading information that promise quick fixes but deliver nothing but disappointment. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by conflicting advice from the latest superfood craze to rigid meal schedules, you are not alone. Today, we're going to dissect the science behind 9 weight loss myths, and stick around for number 7 in particular because I think it will certainly surprise you. Myth number 1, eating frequent small meals boosts your metabolism. Many diet gurus insist that munching on 5 to 6 small meals a day is the secret to keeping your metabolism fired up and burning fat around the clock. They argue that by eating more frequently throughout the day, you prevent your metabolism from slowing down and avoid that dreaded energy crash that leads to overeating later on. But is there any solid science behind this claim? Well, metabolism, the process by which your body converts food into energy, is primarily driven by your total caloric intake, the types of nutrients that you consume, and your body's composition, rather than the number of meals that you would eat throughout a day. Studies have shown that when total calorie consumption is held constant, there is very little difference in metabolic rate whether you eat 3 meals a day or 6 meals a day. The thermic effect of food, which is the energy required to digest, absorb, and process nutrients, depends on the macronutrient content of the food rather than the meal frequency. In fact, research published in the British Journal of Nutrition found no significant advantage in terms of weight loss or metabolic rate when comparing increased meal frequency with fewer meals. The important takeaway is that your body's energy expenditure is more about the total energy and nutrient quality rather than how often you eat. This means that if you're counting calories and maintaining a balanced diet, splitting those calories into more meals throughout your day won't necessarily make any difference in terms of weight loss goals. So myth busted. If you have ever felt like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of prepping and eating small meals only to see little difference on the scale, it turns out that the secret isn't the frequency of your meals, it's in what and how much you eat over the course of a day. Stay with me as we unpack more myths that might be costing you time and effort on your journey to better health. Myth number 2, low-fat diets are the ultimate weight loss strategy. Look, for decades, low-fat diets have been presented as the cornerstone of healthy eating. Advertisements and popular media have repeatedly hammered home the message, cut fat, lose weight. But is reducing fat intake really the golden ticket to shedding pounds? While it's true that consuming too much of any macronutrient can contribute to weight gain, fat itself is not inherently the enemy. In fact, fats are essential for hormone production, nutrient absorption, and maintaining healthy cell membranes. The key point here is that the quality of fat is what matters. Trans fats are a no-no, as are foods laden with unhealthy saturated fats. I'm talking about food items like pastries, donuts, fast food, and processed meats like hot dogs. But unsaturated fats found in olive oil, nuts, and avocados are beneficial and can even aid in satiety, helping you eat less overall. A 2009 study in the Annals of Internal Medicine compared low-fat and low-carbohydrate diets and discovered that both resulted in similar weight loss over the long term when calories were controlled. Additionally, a large randomized controlled trial published in the New England Journal of Medicine revealed that a Mediterranean diet, which is moderate in fat intake, improved cardiovascular health and supported sustainable weight loss. So myth busted, if you are tired of feeling deprived because you've cut out all of your favorite fats only to find yourself constantly hungry and reaching for high-calorie snacks, the truth is a balanced approach that includes healthy fats can actually help you feel fuller for longer and support a more sustainable lifestyle. Okay, let's continue with debunking these weight loss myths and get to the real science behind them. Myth number 3, eating late at night causes weight gain. We've all heard the age-old warning, don't eat after 8 o'clock or you'll pack on the pounds. But is it really the timing of your meals that determines whether you gain weight or not? Or is there more to the story? Well, the common belief is that your metabolism slows down at nighttime, so eating late leads to fat storage. However, recent research suggests that meal timing is less about the clock and more about overall calorie intake and diet quality. Yes, your circadian rhythm does play a role in how your body processes food, certainly, but it's the total energy balance, calories in versus calories out, that is key. A systemic review in the journal Obesity Reviews found that late-night eating in itself does not cause weight gain if your daily calorie intake remains in balance. Moreover, research in the International Journal of Obesity indicates that individuals who eat later in the day but maintain balanced and moderate diets do not experience significantly different weight outcomes compared to early day eaters. So another myth busted, if you have ever felt guilty for enjoying a late dinner with friends, worried that it's throwing your weight loss efforts off track, remember what you learned here today, and that the real issue isn't when you eat, but what you eat and how much you consume throughout the day. Myth 4, gluten-free diets are inherently healthier and aid weight loss for everyone. In recent years, gluten-free diets have literally exploded in popularity, not just among those with celiac disease, but among anyone seeking to lose weight or boost their overall health. But is going gluten-free a magic solution for everyone? Well, gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley and rye, and while it must be strictly avoided by individuals with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity, there's little evidence that eliminating gluten provides health benefits to the general population. In fact, many gluten-free products can be higher in sugar, fat and in calories compared to those gluten-containing counterparts, potentially sabotaging weight loss efforts. A systemic review published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics found that gluten-free diets did not result in weight loss in individuals without gluten-related disorders, and in some cases they led to nutritional deficiencies. The hype around gluten-free diets is often driven by marketing rather than science. For most people, a balanced diet that includes whole grains, even those containing gluten, can indeed be more beneficial for sustained health and weight management. So another myth busted, if you have ever found yourself spending extra money on gluten-free products, convinced they would magically melt away stubborn fat, only to be disappointed by the results, well, now you know the truth. Myth number 5, skipping meals, especially breakfast, aids weight loss. Many of us have heard the old adage that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and conversely that skipping it can help reduce overall caloric intake. But does skipping breakfast really give you an advantage on losing weight? Contrary to popular belief, skipping breakfast is not a guaranteed shortcut to weight loss. Research has shown that those who regularly eat a nutritious breakfast first thing in the morning tend to have better overall diet quality and more stable blood sugar levels throughout the course of the day. When you skip breakfast, you risk setting off a cascade of hormonal changes that can increase hunger and lead to overeating later. And as someone who has engaged in intermittent fasting, whereby I wouldn't have a breakfast probably a couple of days a week, I can attest to the desire to overeat later on in the day. So it's absolutely crucial, if you're going to skip breakfast, that you manage it carefully and plan out your meals and the macronutrient composition so you're eating healthily across your other meals. A randomized controlled trial published in the journal Obesity demonstrated that people who ate breakfast consistently were in fact less likely to experience weight gain over time than those who skipped it. Additionally, research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition supports the idea that a balanced morning meal can help regulate appetite and energy levels. So another myth busted: if you often find yourself skipping breakfast in the hopes of cutting calories, only to suffer from mid-morning crashes and uncontrollable cravings later in the day, it turns out that fueling your body properly from the start might be the missing piece in your weight loss puzzle. We're on to myth number 6. All calories are created equal. We often hear the phrase, a calorie is just a calorie, but is it really that simple when it comes to how your body processes food? While a calorie is a unit of energy, the source of that calorie can have dramatically different effects on your body's metabolism, its hunger signals, and fat storage. For instance, 200 calories from a sugary drink can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin levels, whereas 200 calories from a meal rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats are digested far more slowly, promoting satiety and stable energy levels. Studies have demonstrated that the thermic effect of food, that is, the energy used in digestion of that food, varies by macronutrient. Protein, for example, has a thermic effect of 20 to 30%, so 20 to 30% of calories associated with that protein you've consumed is used to simply help you process that protein, while carbohydrates and fats are lower on this scale and use less energy to consume them. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has also shown that diets emphasizing nutrient-dense whole foods can lead to more effective weight management compared to simply counting calories. So there's another myth busted. If you've ever felt defeated by watching your calorie count only to wonder why the scale won't budge, the answer is that the quality of your calories is just as important as the quantity. On to myth number 7. Superfoods are magic bullets for weight loss. Look, we're constantly bombarded with headlines in the media like, eat this superfood to lose weight fast. But can one miracle ingredient really undo the damage of a poor diet or guarantee a slimmer waistline? While superfoods such as blueberries, kale and quinoa are undoubtedly nutrient-dense and offer numerous health benefits, they are no miracle cures. No single food, regardless of its nutritional profile, can counteract an overall poor diet or override the basic principle of energy balance. Weight loss results from a combination of overall caloric intake, regular physical activity, and balanced nutrition, not the occasional superfood smoothie. Meta-analyses in the British Journal of Nutrition have shown that while increased fruit and vegetable consumption is associated with lower risks of chronic disease, these benefits only translate to weight loss when part of a broader, balanced dietary pattern. The marketing hype around superfoods often oversimplifies the complexity of nutrition and weight management. So if you have ever been left frustrated after spending extra money on expensive superfoods only to see no dramatic change on the scale, the truth is, the real secret isn't one magic ingredient, it's a balanced approach to your overall diet. There's another myth busted. On to number 8. Intermittent fasting is the only way to boost weight loss. Look, intermittent fasting has become a buzzword in the weight loss world in recent years, with countless success stories touted on social media and in popular media. But is intermittent fasting truly the only or even the best way to achieve weight loss? To explain, intermittent fasting involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting, and has been shown in some studies to improve insulin sensitivity and aid in weight loss. However, the key to weight loss is still the overall caloric deficit and nutritional quality of your diet. Intermittent fasting is simply one of many strategies to achieve a caloric deficit, and it may not be sustainable or effective for everyone. Different bodies respond uniquely to various eating patterns, and there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Research in the Annual Review of Nutrition indicates that while intermittent fasting can be effective for some individuals, other studies have found that traditional calorie-restricted diets yield similar results in terms of weight loss and metabolic health when calories are matched. The real driver of success is adherence. Choosing an approach that fits your lifestyle and nutritional needs is far more important than following a trend. So intermittent fasting, yes, while it can be an effective form of weight management for some, it isn't recommended for everyone. What matters most is finding a sustainable eating pattern that suits your body and your lifestyle. Okay, so let's uncover one final myth before wrapping up. Myth number 9. Rapid weight loss diets are sustainable and they are healthy. From crash diets to detox teas, rapid weight loss methods promise dramatic results in record time. But what's the true cost of these methods, and are they really sustainable in the long run? As we know, rapid weight loss diets are typically meant to work by drastically cutting calories or eliminating entire food groups, resulting in quick drops on the scale. However, much of this weight loss is in fact water and lean muscle mass rather than fat. Over the long term, these diets can lead to metabolic slowdown, nutritional deficiencies, and even a rebound in weight gain once normal eating resumes. Sustainable weight loss is about gradual, consistent changes that your body can maintain over time. A review in Obesity Reviews found that rapid weight loss is rarely maintained, and those who engage in crash diets often experience metabolic adaptations that make weight regain almost inevitable. Leading nutrition experts agree that a balanced, moderate approach that focuses on long-term lifestyle changes is far healthier and more effective than short-term fixes. So another myth busted. If you have ever been seduced by the promise of losing 10 pounds in a week, only to end up feeling exhausted, deprived, and eventually regaining every single lost pound, it's time to face the hard truth. Sustainable health does not come from quick fixes. It comes from making informed, science-backed choices that honor your body's needs. Okay, so let's wrap up by recapping what we have learned today. Okay, so we have debunked 9 of the most pervasive nutrition and weight loss myths out there, from the idea that frequent small meals boost your metabolism to the notion that intermittent fasting is the only path to success, and even the belief in rapid weight loss diets. Look, the scientific evidence is out there, it's clear, there is no single magic solution to weight loss. Instead, success comes from understanding how your body works and tailoring your approach to fit your unique needs. Whether it's understanding that not all calories are equal or recognizing that healthy fats are indeed vital for satiety, every piece of evidence points to one conclusion: a sustainable, balanced diet is key. By the way, all the papers and research I've mentioned in this talk today are in the notes below if you want to check them out afterwards. Look, remember, the journey to health is a marathon. It is definitely not a sprint. And armed with the science and the truth behind these myths, you can make decisions that truly support your well-being. By cutting out all of the noise and focusing on what research really tells us, you empower yourself to take control of your health for the long term. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today. If you got value from this video, like, subscribe, and share with other people who you think might enjoy this talk too. And while you're there, check out this other video right here.